Breaking Bad is over. The journey of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman has come to a dramatic end after 5 seasons. How far were you willing to go with Walt? How many deaths did you justify? The killing of Crazy 8? Watching Jane choke to death? Running over Fring's men and putting his family's life in danger? Convincing Jesse to kill Gail Bedecker? And though it wasn't fatal, how about the poisoning of a child? How about the fact that in between all these actions, he was responsible for the deaths of over 20 people? Of course, Crazy 8 would have killed him. Jane would have enabled Jesse into an overdose, and she would have snitched. Gail would have substituted for Walt, which would have made him expendable. Brock's poisoning got Walt back on Jesse's good side, and if he hadn't ordered all those prison killings, someone would have snitched. You see, watching someone's transformation into the black isn't a black and white concept. There's shades to this, and the justifications about survival bleed into one another. Let's take an intermission and a break from all this emotion. How's about a what if? What if Todd would have been with Walt all along? He's much like Jesse in the sense that he's malleable, obviously searching for a father figure to guide him, but Todd is fearless, emotionless even. He was a son Walt wanted. Have you seen Walt Jr.? He walks weird, and he doesn't suffer from any drug habits. He wasn't weak like Jesse was in the earlier seasons. Him and Walt would have never gotten exposed. They would have been at the top of the meth empire, and Hank would have still been alive. You know what, on second thought, let's stick with the Jesse angle. I never liked Hank. Intermission over, bitch. What the show leaves me with is a view of tyrannical figures, whether they be fictional or real. Darth Vader, Hitler, Genghis Khan, George Zimmerman. These men may not have been evil, though they became something else when granted the limitless promise of power. How would you have dealt with all that power? You saw the circumstances that transformed Walter White into Heisenberg, an intelligent man adjusted to a world of which he knew nothing about, and yet still was corrupted, still behaved in an immoral manner. But we've got the rest of our lives to speculate what scene summed up the entire philosophy of the show, what moments truly symbolized whatever. And until the next extremely flawed character that we collectively see ourselves through is born, we can only ask ourselves, what do I do? What's my fear? What should I choose? Is this right? Is this wrong? Have I gone too far?
What would you do if it all came back to you? Each crest of each wave, bright as lightning. What would you
Chemistry is,
if you had to
well, technically,
leave today?
chemistry is the study of matter. But I prefer to see it as the study of change. Well, that's all of life, right? I mean, it's the constant, it's the cycle. It's growth, then decay, then transformation. It is fascinating, really.